Hey, welcome back to another episode for Life of Living Well. My name is Richard. Before I dive into the topic that I have for us this week, I'd like to quickly say if you'd like to know one or two things about this community, please check it out on our website at www.lifeoflivingwell.com. If you also would like to find some inspirational book, you can also find it on our page. If you go to the book page, you will see the book the members of the community have read. They summarize it, and maybe one or two of the books be inspired for you, and also give you a direct link to Amazon, or you can walk into or any of your high street bookshops and pick up the book. It's something that you like to do. So let's dive into the topic that we're looking at this week. This week we'll be looking at the transformative fruit of gratitude. So what is the impact of gratitude in our life daily, and how changing your mindset can change your life because of that gratitude. If you are not the person that I built this with you, and I wanted to be able to show you how little as being grateful, being appreciating things already in your life, rather than put your energy on things that you want to acquire alone. So if you are regular on this podcast, you also know that we normally open our message with a quotation, inspirational quotation, and then build our message around it. For this particular topic this week, I will be taking from unfamiliar source where we don't normally use to open our message. So for that reason, I will be taking from one of the Beatles melody, and he put it this well: gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. So how do you optimize what you have? How do you optimize the goodness in your life? Is to appreciate it. Appreciate the people that in your life, that they bring they bring a piece of sanity to your life. They are honest, they are dependable, they have integrity. Don't fear to lose this such a people before you begin to appreciate them, because there's also part of people in the world that they are more driven based on own desire to be something, and then they will do everything to manipulate you, to gaslight you, to exploit you. And when you now have people that contrary to that, be appreciating of them. So you have a place that you put your head down, be appreciating of them. So let's dive into that message without overstretch it. So when we change the meaning we attach to a situation, we fundamentally alter how we feel about the experience itself. So in natural sense, that sometimes the events lasted longer in our mind, in our head, because of overthinking of it, and the meaning that we projected to it is the same, the emotions and the feelings we have from it. Not to deny that it doesn't exist, but to actually not overthinking too much about it. In every situation, you cannot be in control of what happens, but one thing is guaranteed, that your confidence should be done and your peace of mind should be done, is you always have the power how you respond to it. You could walk away, you could fight it, you could seek for help, you could seek for opinion, you could seek for solution if it's possible. So gratitude is one of the most powerful, accessible tools available to us. Yet it remains surprisingly underutilized. You know, this is very common among the Christians. Sometimes they pray and they constantly asking in their prayer. But Have you, as a person, ever stop and think who gave you the breathing that you are, the breath, the ability to walk and exposed to fresh air? And we don't really appreciate this little thing until we are not able to use it due to poor health or some kind of restraint on our physical freedom. Even drinking the warm lemon tea in the morning is a kind of privilege among the millions of people in the world. Do you know people that cannot boast of having a clean glass of water? I once have a old friend, and every time you spend time with her, she complains about the thing that's supposed to be in her life but is not there. And that complaint was not limited to her professional career. It now transcending to every part of her life. The relationship she has with her siblings, the relationship, age, comparing her age with a friend that they went to school together, what they post on the Facebook as walking in the garden or having a barbecue together with her children and her husband. So I listened to her, I observe her, and I noticed that something is so common every time we spend time together, that she has the habit of overthinking her problem, whatever she perceives as a problem, and overrating the goodness in somebody else's life that she has no idea whether it's just a Photoshop or whether they are more grateful about what is positive in their life. So I said to her, won't you be so grateful that you have a job and you have a boss that is fighting your corner? You know how many people more qualified than you, but they do not have a boss that supported them than the way your boss supports you. And she said, I do not need to be grateful for anything. I'm entitled to it. I didn't know how to respond to that. Initially, I was shocked because that was not the response I was expecting for someone in her 50s. But then, maturity age maturity has nothing to do with having a mature mind, open mind, or grateful mind to able to give thanks and then take the action to change the things that you complain about. Sometimes we are impatient, we want the action to happen in hours, whereas it might take years before the events change. So, despite how deeply gratitude enriches our lives and strengthens our relationships, many people struggle to slow down and appreciate the simple gift of being alive. Breathing fresh air and enjoying sun earth. You do not appreciate so much until you do not have the earth. I saw my late mom battle with health challenges toward her 70s. And the 5 years of that was a very difficult time for her. Not because the earth is not manageable, but it took years before she accepted it. She fight it, she denied it, because she was a very strong person. She was very, very agile. She moved. She can climb the mountains. She could go days without need so many much food. And she think about that. And I remember when she get annoyed, I used to say to her, Mom, won't you be so grateful that you have your children, you have your grandchildren, you have people that care about you? She focused on what she used to able to do. And the more she think about it, she feels sad about how she's not able to do that right now. So if you listen to me, you might be just be chasing career, you might be chasing to buy the biggest house in the street or have the biggest status in the world. What benefit does it make for you or will make in your life if you are not able to walk by yourself without the help? If you are not able to see the color of the clothes you put upon you or yourself? If you are not able to know the taste of the food you are eating, but you have to eat it to survive? If you complain the houses that you live in right now, what happens? You sleep under the bridge or you sleep on the road. Imagine you have to sleep on the road outside in the winter time in the park, and you cover yourself with multiple layers of clothes, and you want to defecate, you do not have a privacy place to do it. Yes, you don't have 20 clothes, but you have 2 and you can put it on. How many times you'll be more grateful for things like this? Because one thing I've noticed and I've observed, that people that are more grateful, they open more doors in their life for things to be grateful for. People arise to help them. So let's say the impact the environment play in this mindset that we have. Because you will wonder why some people have the attitude of self-entitled or God complex thinking. The grateful cycle, let's look at it. Spend a day with someone who practices gratitude. I have come to notice that not many people do this. Not many people practice gratitude. Many people thinking about what they don't have. Many people focus on what they could have. Many people even try to live back to how things used to be for them. So, and you will naturally begin to feel better about yourself and the world. So, let's also look at the second environment, which I call Cynical Circle. Spend time with chronic complainers, fault finders who seem to thrive on negativity, and your energy will quickly drain. You can try the both, and you will see which one uplifts you, which one creates damage to you. So if there is one core lesson to pass down to future generations, it is the importance of cultivating the fruit of gratitude. Far too many adults imprison their mind in toxic pain simply because they lack appreciation. When people mistake blessing for entitlement, they build unrealistic expectations. This leads to inevitable disappointment, chronic unhappiness, and the poor treatment of others. And this happens a lot. I once observed someone, and I look back into this person's life so far, and I noticed that this person have a bit of edge of arrogance and kind of sense of know-it-all. So I make a little bit inquiry because I'm curious. And I realized that the person was actually a man that you should call a man of time, because the opportunity that arrived is because there's a timing and space that make it happen, which I call grace. But sometimes when people have grace and they didn't realize that they have grace, they embolden so much that they feel that they make it happen. And it's really difficult for them to respect other people, and they will treat everyone so poorly because they see them that they are the obstacle to what has been given to them. So, because of the time, let's look at the four fruit of gratitude that I identified. Number one, gratitude will enhance overall well-being. What did I mean by this? It simply just promote healthier living across every spectrum, such in mentally, emotionally, physically, and psychologically. This internal balance directly elevates the quality of your personal and professional relationships. 2. Grounded pragmatism. Gratitude helps you accept present realities without becoming overly attached to them. It prevents the self-deception and artificial echo chambers that feed modern narcissistic tendency. There's nothing else can make you more humble than being grateful, because at the end of the day you realize that even if you don't want to do it, look at the impact and the contribution others play into it. Look at the time, grace that play into it. So instead of feel like you have everything in control. Number 3, expanded reception. So law of attraction. A grateful mind shifts away from scarcity. By focusing on present abundance, you become naturally aligned to attract opportunities, people, and experiences that foster genuine growth. So you will attract more good things into your life. And lastly, number 4, authentic pleasantness over performing goodness. I've seen people that they do so much things for the public sake, for the image, for the status, and you realize that can this person do this without getting thank you from the others? Trying to constantly project an image of being a good person can be exhausting and often imply that others are bad. But what can replace this moral superiority is taking accountability personally and making you a genuinely pleasant and grounded human being is through the gratitude. You appreciate the input and the contributions of others rather than downplay the contributions of others and elevating your own contribution alone. So, finally, strive to be a pleasant person rather than exhausting yourself trying to prove you are a good one. I hope this message helps someone. And if you'd like to know more about this community, you can find it out on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. Once again, my name is Richard. Until we meet again, please stay safe and have a wonderful week. Ciao.